Alright, so for this video we'll be talking about depth of view. This is very simple as well. Actually, you don't really have to do too much when it comes to depth of view. It's just when you're doing it in combination with the other things I stated previously, which was, effects and your camera placement, it could really change up on what you're trying to do. Now, for this scene, say I'm trying to focus on the guy sitting in the back, all the way in the back with the white and black on, right? So I'll go over here to custom and I'll go to target and then I'll go to number 2 for him. So depending on how many people's in your area, say there's AIs, it will focus on those AIs. So you have to make sure that it's actually on the target that you want to focus on. And then from here, right now, my character, the one that's in black and gold, can't really, is not focused on him. You can still see him, but it's not focused on it. But it is focused on the guy in the middle with the armor on and the bandana. Now, if I don't want it to focus on him at all, I can make it where it's only, like, literally 100, it's only focusing on him. Now, it makes it really hard to stare at this photo for long because it's really blurry, so I'm gonna fix that for everybody. So with that being said, depth of view is really depending on how you place the camera in certain areas and what you're trying to focus on. Now, in all honesty, it is really stupid to be focusing on somebody like over here. You can make it where it's not focusing on potential, like the character in front, but don't make it where everything in the photo is out of view, because it's really hard on the eyes, because your eyes are trying to focus and it looks like your eye, like it's like you need glasses basically. So yeah. Now if I'm trying to focus on him, it'd be a lot easier doing an 80. It's still focusing on him, but in all honesty, it just made it where everything else around is a lot more blurry. So there's that. But just off of the camera placement for this, it's automatically just not focusing on him unless I put it on me. Now, this is the better version of all of this because of how the angle is set up. You could, if I'm trying to have you focus on me, I'm already taking up a majority of your screen. Everything else is just out of view. You can't really see exactly what's going on, but you know what's going on. We're in some type of area, there's weapons about, so they're probably doing something. In GTA related, this is a terabyte. But say, I don't know, you're doing something else related to like filmmaking and all that. Because at the end of the day, what you're doing is filmmaking. It's just obviously on GTA. With that being said though, you don't have to go to school for this. I didn't go to school for this. If you follow the steps that I give in each of these videos and understand what I'm showing you, you'll be fine. Now again, say I wanted to focus on this guy, but I wanted it to look better than what it was previously. Well, not this guy, him, where I'm focusing on the guy in the chair. Without it looking too crazy, I'll have to fix up the camera angle and make it where it's just not as, not really focusing. Like, it'll focus on him, but it doesn't, the camera angle's not good. This will look a lot better. It's focusing on the character. You don't even see the other characters in the background, but you can see the computer, you can see the wires, everything. So this looks way better than previously, where it was mostly, really, the photo was meant to be focusing on my character, but instead it was for some reason focusing on, it was focusing on the white. So again, it was deliberate, but people will make these mistakes, and you have to understand when you're making these mistakes how to fix them, what's the best course of action, what are you trying to do. And sometimes, no matter what you do, you can't really fix the depth of view, or you can't really fix the focus of the character based off of how you took the video. Now, how you took the video and what's in the video does actually really matter, but that's so complicated. I have to make another video. I'll have to make another series, in all honesty, to go over that, because that is not simple. That is not simple at all. That is very complex, but we're getting out of focus here. Speaking of focus, there is other modes. Now, default is default. It'll normally just focus on the person closest to you and what's in the majority of the field. Now, if you go into custom and you go to automatic really, as it just says, anything in a central frame. So right now, Central is the guy right here. Now if I go over here, he is now central. If I go over here, he is now central. So that's how depth of view goes. Now if I go into manual, it actually sets the distance that you'll want it to be. So let me fix the camera so you can actually see exactly what I'm talking about. You can already see what's going on. It's 10 meters away for the depth of view, so it's really on the guy in the back again you can focus on, but you can actually see and view the wall, everything else. Now the closer I come in with the distance, everything starts getting more and more focused on. His chair is more focused, but now the computer's in the background focused. Now a little bit of him is unfocused, and now really the guy in the middle with the armor on is more in focused. And I keep moving back more and more and more. You can actually see the green wires on the far left, like not the wires, but like the little green stuff on the far left. Data, I don't know what the fuck it is. I ain't shit. I don't know. But you can actually see it's more and more in focus. Now the gun's more in focus. Now slowly, but my character will be in focused. So that's how it goes. That's how this works. In all honesty, don't do manual. Most times you don't need manual. In reality, automatic would be better, or target, or just having it on none is actually really good. Now you can also have on default properties, which I stated previously. Normally just focus on what's taking up the majority of the screen, and then the further out something is, the less focus it's in. And obviously you can do the intensity to increase it and decrease it, and default increase is actually not that bad. Like, a lot of things are not in focus, but it's not as severe as the other ones, which I won't go into again because those are really hard on the eyes. So if you're gonna have anything in 100% intensity, it'll probably have to be focus default, and that's the only one you could do. Everything else would be a little weird. Now having it where there's no focus on anything is actually pretty decent for some photos, if you're not trying to have it where it's like focusing on, say you're taking a photo of the city, right? If you don't want the photo to look a little like, to have some parts of it unfocused and more of it unfocused, because that's kind of how it automatically does in general with GTA. Some things will just not load in properly or fully. If you're just trying to show it where it's like the entire city by itself, you'll just have it on non-focus. But 9 times out of 10 you'll have some type of focus on it, just to show the photo, make it look better, all that. With that being said, I'll talk to you guys later in the next video. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're enjoying this series, man. Lets me know how y'all really feeling about this shit. But yeah, see y'all.